the other FF14 bit of news that we have is this right here. So this is crazy. Okay, this is actually an insane thing that has come out, and we can talk about it. Final Fantasy XIV composer SOKEN admits he doesn't like musicals, but assures fans he wasn't forced to make Dawntrail's controversial smile theme against my will. Blink, blink twice if you need help. Oh, it's another banger from my friend Harvey Randall, my current favorite journalist. Harvey's back with another banger article. Oh my god. So this is what happened. I don't know if you're aware of this, but Smile has been, it's gotten some mixed opinions. I think that there is a pretty good compilation of the reacts that streamers had to this. I think it's like really short, so it might be worth. It's called. I don't know if I can find it. Shit. Finding things on the internet is hard. It's gonna get stuck in your head. Well, we need to inform people that don't know. I'm not gonna play the whole thing, but I just wanted to like let people know why it's controversial and stuff. Okay, because it's relevant. Oh, mute the tavern music for a second. Okay. I'm not gonna play this whole thing, but just so you know, what's the deal with Smile?
There's gonna be a montage. Montage!
You said I think Smile is a streamer problem, not a problem with the game. Streamers want to have their own React culture.
Yes. Let's get to it.
Okay, well, you can watch this and decide.
Yes. Let's get to it.
We didn't get to hear from the pirates. This is bullshit.
All right. Oh.
Do you think what's playing matches what's happening on the screen? There's a hard echo. I fixed it, thank you.
I must stress how ridiculous it is that this is the song that plays while we build a bomb.
Yeah, do you think this matches what's going on?
Okay.
Do I have the same shirt? No, I don't. No, I don't. No, I don't. He muted it. This song doesn't fit the moment. That is the general consensus.
Oh, sorry, I was alt-tab for a sec.
God. Okay. I said I wouldn't watch this whole thing. I'm gonna skip some. Oh my god, Todd is dissociating. Todd. Okay, I cannot listen to the whole thing. But am I really wearing the same shirt?
Then hot.
People are just doing normal stuff. No, I'm not. I almost put that shirt on today, but I put on a slightly different shirt. Like, nobody's doing anything great. Oh my god. I was doing really well, playing. So, okay. That is the song that, okay. As for the argument that, it's streamer culture, and that streamer culture is why, streamers reacted like that all the same way. I can tell you that when I react to things, especially like live during doing a story, I'm not checking like I'm not asking myself first, how should I react? Like, how would other people react? What's the appropriate? I'm not doing that. I'm just that's a natural human reaction to what's happening. That what am I doing in the game? Okay. And it just so happened a lot of people tended to have a very similar reaction to that. And if you read the forums, even Japanese forums, I heard Japanese players make very similar comments about their opinion about the placement of the song, like whether you like the song or don't like the song by itself. It's been what's been controversial is the places that they chose to use it in. Where it just didn't feel quite matching the vibe of the moment. And that's typically how I felt about it too. But anyway, SOKEN has finally come out and said that he wasn't forced to make this theme against his will. Which is... okay. Dawntrail is a pretty solid soundtrack, all told. Okay. I think the choice to make its capital city, Tuliyola, filled with swing and jazz is inspired, even like the corny rehash of the main theme during the story's final trial. Alas, one song is an exception, Smile. I will say that Smile's, the remix of Smile that you hear in Solution 9, I loved. I think it's very nice. As for the jazz in Tuliyola, I liked it at first, but over time, I kind of wish that they had used different, like if they had done music that was more fitting to the area. I don't know, like it feels a little out of place too. For some context, this is why Small was a big deal. You gotta understand the kind of goodwill SOKEN has built up so far. Yeah, I mean, yeah, pretty much every expansion soundtrack has been amazing. I still get chills listening to Tomorrow and Tomorrow, or tears stinging in my eyes that flow. Me too. I've noticed, like, recently even, if I listen to Tomorrow and Tomorrow or I listen to Flow playing, it just gives me... it fills me with so many emotions, and it reminds me of all the reasons that I love FF14 so much, and like why it's such a fantastic game. Like it takes me back, and it transports me into a totally different mood with all the memories that I had from expansions that I really, really, truly loved, and I felt were masterpieces. Like I think Tomorrow and Flow, both of these songs are complete masterpieces. So yes, SOKEN has built up a lot of goodwill because he has. Nobody can say he is not a genius composer. Smile isn't necessarily too bad in isolation, but it unfortunately has a lot of expectation riding on it. That's not the problem. That's not the problem. It's not the expectation. It's a admirably brave, big Disney tier boisterous swing that flings its fist way past the mark. Okay. Okay, but what did SOKEN say? What did SOKEN say? Okay, here's what SOKEN said. This track was ordered by none other than Ishikawa on the scenario team. Specifically, she requested an ending theme in the style of a musical, and, well, I hate to say it, but musicals aren't really my thing. Whenever the characters drop what they're doing to burst into song, it just throws me off. Like, why are we singing now? Listen, but let me put it this way. SOKEN is a genius composer because his emotions are always embedded into the tracks that he writes. That's why these songs that he's written are so damn good, because you can feel like it, it's moving in a way. And I've heard him say this before about composing music, how he tries to come up with something that he think will tug at your heartstrings or make you feel a certain way and get a certain sentimentality out of you. And he's extremely good at this. And I think it's because he puts his love and his heart and soul into it, making the music that he does. And it just, from what he said here, it kind of sounds like his heart wasn't in it. And what he said here is exactly how it feels when the song plays. It feels like if everybody's dropped what they're doing, their song, they burst into song and it throws me off. Like, and I'm wondering, why are we singing now? That's exactly how I felt going through that part when Smile has played. And apparently that's how SOKEN feels about musicals. So, yeah, I feel like he might have been pressured into doing a type of music that he wasn't really feeling all the way, feeling 100%. And that might have, you know, affected the song itself. Yeah, it does feel like this to me. She asked for this style. True. That is true. Considering this exactly what happens twice in Dawntrail's main scenario quest. Although I actually didn't mind it during Wiklamat's inauguration ceremony. I did. It's a little funny to hear him saying this now. It's also interesting that it was ordered by Ishikawa. While she took on a more supervisory role for... This was the thing that's crazy to me too. When I heard this, I'm like, wait. Ishikawa. So you're telling me that she was there. She was there. What else was she doing there? Did she just roll up to say, hey, y'all should make this a musical and then peace out? Because that's what it feels like. Where has she been the rest of the time? What else did she give input on? After playing Dawntrail, I genuinely felt like Ishikawa was nowhere to be seen. Like, no way would I have believed that she had any input at all on the Dawntrail experience whatsoever if I hadn't heard SOKEN himself say that she ordered the musical type song. Because I've been scratching my head this whole time wondering where the hell she has been. She took on a more supervisory role for Dawntrail. She's also credited with some of the game's most loved storylines. What does supervisory role mean? That's what I want to know. That's the million-dollar question right now. That being said, he continues, I do like the Blues Brothers. That explains the Tuliol theme, then. So I was confident I could still make it work. Okay. I know it sounds like I was forced to make this song against my will. But I assure you I wasn't. Okay. Blink twice if you need help, SOKEN. Oh my god. He's starting to slip up. Yeah, I feel like the mask starts to fall. I totally wasn't forced to make this song against my will. It's just what they asked for. And so even though I don't really like that type of music and I don't really vibe with it, I mean, that's what they asked for, so that's what I needed to do, but I wasn't forced to do it. Okay. In all seriousness, well, I wouldn't be against SOKEN taking an honest stab at a musical style theme. Yeah, I wouldn't mind. Well, actually, maybe I would now. It might have cut down on Wiklamat fatigue if she'd got all her speeches wrapped up in a solid I want. No, it wouldn't. No, it wouldn't. Are you suggesting they cut out, like, God, how many hours of peace and happiness discussions into just one song called Peace and Happiness? I'm genuinely glad to hear he's experimenting. One of the best parts about 14's soundtrack is that it's all over the top. It's all over the shop in terms of genre. That's true. That is something FF14 is really amazing at. You got like metal tracks. You've got songs like from Sephiroth. We've got like gentle piano music. You've got it all in 14. You've got pop music too, with the honeybee theme. Like, they've got range in this game. So I think we need to give SOKEN a little grace, a little understanding. Okay, the guy has He's a very gifted composer, and he almost always knocks it out of the park. But everybody is human, okay? Who knows? Maybe Alan Wake softened him up on musical numbers. I haven't played that, so I don't know what you're talking about. He tried and will continue to try. Yeah. He did, but yeah, the things that he said about it don't really make me feel like this is something he is super proud of. And that he was really 100% hyped about and really into creating, you know what I mean? That's kind of that's the vibe I got from what he had to say about it. But I thought that you'd find that interesting. So I'm going to give you the link to this. Wasn't forced to make it against my will. Yeah, I didn't mind. Here is that link to that. Even I'm glad that he's willing to experiment. You know, is anybody on the FF14 team more willing to experiment than SOKEN and take crazy new risks and try things that are really, really different than anything we've seen before? Honestly, that is a trait that should be celebrated in the 14 team right now.